Alright, target individual, come back with another video. This video is going to be on more of the setup tactics. So, a lot of this stuff, it's like a lot of it is just coming to me as I watch the other TIs and mainly just meditating. I had a lot of different thoughts about how, we all sit and we think about, well, how did this happen? How did that happen? Okay. So this one is on a setup. So, with your kids, all right, they want to mess you up with the kids. And I got to meditating about this because of the whole Timothy Ray Jones Jr. All right, this guy killed 5 children, his own children. He was alone in his home. He had full custody of his kids. Okay, the state of South Carolina gave him those kids. All right, and but anyhow, as I was sitting and thinking about this, just meditating about it, it came to me. They want you to be along with these kids when you're a target, because the children are being manipulated by remote monitoring also. And I believe most of them are, matter of fact, I know this because I have a 1-year-old son that they are basically like, I believe they stinging him at nighttime, because when I say stinging, I'm talking about directing energy weapons. They do it to me and it'll wake me up. Of course, I don't cry about it, but it's painful enough to where it wakes you up. And then no sooner than they do it to me, my son starts crying. So basically like saying, yeah, we doing this to him too. And they've made that clear. But anyhow, they want you to be alone with them. So, and not to overlook the fact that them stinging him and stuff at that early age. He's only 1. That's why I say this is the B system. It doesn't matter your age, they're gonna do it to you regardless, because everybody that they have on this, they use. So they need to have the whole planet on it in order for them to be able to manipulate their behaviors. So with them doing that to him early, that makes it a better chance for them to break him as far as splitting the altar, because they see I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm not going to hurt him. So they use the satellite torture to do it. And this is trauma-based mind control. Okay? So they are already doing it to the kids. Little bitty ass baby. Okay? But then you'll get people who will, try to make it like God is requesting for them to be doing that. No. If it's talking about hurting some kids, that's most likely in the end when the kids are the kids of the gang stalkers. But anyhow, where was I at? Oh yeah, they need you to be alone with those kids, okay? Because you're the TI. So they can manipulate you after causing you stress with the kids. And this is how they got Mr. Jones to do what he did to his children. Just imagine that. You're at home, no woman, okay? And I'm gonna go into this a little later in the video about why they take the woman out the situation. Okay? You're in there with all those kids, and they controlling them, the kids jumping off the walls. He said that the kid messed up a socket in the house or something like that. But you know, that's day after day. Then you getting gang stalked at work, you know, gang stalked wherever you go. So you're already stressed out. This is ways to manipulate you to get you to do what they want you to do. Okay? In his case, they succeeded in controlling him. But anyhow, they take the woman out because that basically, you know, it takes that nurturing out, and then you're the dad, and you're trying to fill in this place for the woman. Then you're not having any companionship, for lack of better words, you know. So this falls into child molestation and things like that, because if you don't have your partner of the opposite sex there, they gonna throw different things in your head with your own. You see, this is how they do. Okay, and this is the stuff that they've been doing. This is how you know this world belongs to the wicked. This is how you know this. It belongs to them. I mean, they are doing this all the way across the board. Okay, and I even have situations where I notice, like, now that I think about it, where I have a daughter, okay, and I used to always take her shopping, take her to the movies, you know, go and buy her jewelry, treat her like a little girl, you know, get her jewelry boxes, you know, but never alone at my house with me by myself. I would always have a girlfriend, you know, but her mom used to always make it an issue, and these are her exact words: "Oh, you never spend any time with her." And I'm like, what are you talking about? Going to the mall, you gotta walk through the mall, and while we walking through the mall, we talking. She's filling me in on how her life is going, you know. She gets to go in the store and pick out what she wants, you know, stuff like that. So how is it that I'm not spending any time with her if we in the mall walking around? It takes hours to shop, especially for a girl, because they picky, okay? You know, it takes time to buy jewelry. You got to pick that right piece that you want. You know, it takes time to watch a movie, you know. But these are things we were doing in public around other people. She didn't want that. You see what I'm saying? And I recall taking her home, and her mom come to the door, slam the door. So my daughter had a phone, so I called her then. I said, what's wrong with your mom? Oh, you know, she mad because you don't talk to her no more. See, she was my handler, so she couldn't have me, her ticket getting away, basically. See, they need to be able to manipulate you, and if they're not constantly around you, then that ticket passes off to the next perp. So this is what she was mad about. I mean, slamming doors mad, crying mad, you know. And me, I'm thinking that it's an emotional thing, like as far as with her feelings toward me. But the whole time, it was because she couldn't continue perping me. She couldn't continue targeting me the way she wanted to. So this means she would have to add more people into the gang stalk. But anyhow, and when I asked her that, you know, I told her to come out, so I talked to her. This is the mom. And I said, well, what's the problem? Oh, you don't spend time with her, you know. You taking her to buy her stuff, that's not spending time. As if the ride there is not time, you know. Like I said, you walk in and pick out the stuff that you want to buy for the child. But no. And as far as like with my companion, she would always be at odds with them. She want to argue about it. You know, as if she didn't want me to have a woman there. These are ways to deplete, to isolate you from basically sexual healing. Like if you can't have a woman around, then you go looking elsewhere. Okay? And I don't care how it sounds. I'm just speaking truth here. This is what they do. This is why you have so much stuff going on in the community. And then people will turn a blind eye and act like they don't know it because they know about this stuff. They know all about it. Okay? So I just thought I would say that, you know, and I'm going to come back a little later and do a clear video. But, you know, as you can see, I can't really do it right now how I want to because there's other people in here talking. I'm at work. But that's what that's about. So any UTIs, you know, you got your kids with you, be very careful. Be very careful. You know, something just came to me and said I needed to put this out there. You know, I don't care what no one thinks of me. You know, I'm just being real. They need you to be alone with them children so they can manipulate you and those kids. Okay, because if they can manipulate those kids and, you know, say it's girls and you're a man, and then even vice versa, and those girls start doing things, you know, that are over-sexualized, you know, and then you may read into that, oh, they got you. You see what I'm saying? And this is what they're doing to all the targets. That's how they get you to forfeit the kingdom. You forfeit it once you start, because see, they can remote control you to do it, but it's when you start doing it yourself. You see? So if you're not doing it yourself and they doing it, they really ain't got you. Okay? But they want you to think that they got you, but they don't.